My darling, lovely friendies, happy Friday to you. You know what? It's not yet Valentine's Day. It is the 10th, but happy Valentine's Day. Mwah. Today, we have a celebration of amazing projects from the Global Game Jam today. So, first of all, what is the Global Game Jam? What are we doing? What's the dot big bang diversifier on the main topic event? We're going to go through all these, and then we're going to do my favorite part. We're going to showcase some games and talk about game development. So, the Global Game Jam is a game jam that runs from, as you can see, January 30th to February 5th. And in the Game Jam, you are provided a topic that should inspire you to create something that you just finish up over those 5 days. Helps you focus on having a nice constrained problem, helps you make sure you're not biting off more than you can chew. And often with Global Game Jams, there is a topic. This year's Global Game Jam topic prompt, as if you will, is roots. And the purpose of a topic like this is to get you inspired to create something connected to that. Maybe you think about roots in an emotional sense, going back to your origins, things that made you happy as a kiddo, or perhaps more literally, as in vegetable roots, right? Whatever comes to mind, you make a game in it. Now, the Global Games Jam is one of the I think it's just the largest game jam in the world. 40,000 people participated this year. There's almost 8,000 games were submitted. 108 countries participated. And the point of this Global Game Jam is just to get people into having the fun experience of making games. It's not a competition. You can't win it. All you got to do is participate and have some fun. And my friends over at Dot Big Bang, well, talk about how much I love Dot Big Bang in a moment. They're one of the sponsors of this year's Global Game Jam, and a lot of the sponsors for the Game Jam have various diversifiers on that initial topic, a way to steer it in a particular direction. So Dot Big Bang's had a Making Memories diversifier that reads as follows. Create a game that has at least one moment that everyone who plays it will remember. Could be something delightful, a jump scare, which I hope there aren't today because I'm a coward, an epic climax and epiphany, but make it memorable. In all these several thousand games, you can look through the ones that focused on certain topics. We'll be doing the Making Memories one. You can look through all the various platforms. So maybe there's a platform that you've used before and you want to get inspired by some of the stuff that other people made in it. You can do that search. And again, you just look up globalgamejam.org and all the links at the top of the page should guide you through. So to talk a little bit about the Making Memories and Dot Big Bang platform, my buddies are working on a HTML5 game platform called Dot Big Bang that you may remember. My God, was that actually 2 years ago? 2 years ago, we made a game in Dot Big Bang. We made a game called Straits of Danger. Everything that you're seeing in the video, as you'll know, it's running in browser, and you get two of me to talk about it. And this is a game that I worked on with Dot Big Bang where you can see there's about 20 individuals, you all in chat, all trying to steer this barge through an obstacle course. And the thing that's really great about Dot Big Bang is that all you got to do is copy paste a URL link to someone and they can pop in and play. And one of the things that I particularly like about Dot Big Bang as a user is the fact that it's not just that scripting functionality that you're used to, the ability to kind of get your character moving around and some of the built-in expected things on the code end, but you also have the ability to make some pretty nice art assets with their really clean voxel editor. And so, let's take a look at some of the games that were made in Dot Big Bang this year. And, you know, some of you over the course of lockdown weren't able to go to your favorite convention. Maybe you missed out on an E3. Maybe you missed out on a PAX. Well, to showcase these games, Dot Big Bang has made the convention floor. So here it is. And we got John in the chat. John is posting a link to this convention floor. Some of you can just click join on in and wander around. So look at this. We got some of the booths, right? We got the guest booth. I suppose I could sign in here. Here's a link to the Dot Big Bang Discord. Here we have some of the games that were made last year. Oh, yeah. And over here on this far right wall are some of the games that people made. Now, most of the time, when we've done game showcases like with DK30s that we've done here, other game reviews like with USC or the Tokyo University of the Arts, we're downloading executables, we're opening them up one at a time, we're paging through them. But here, we're going to go ahead and go over to UPB Roots 2023. I'm just going to stand on the teleporter, and it's going to teleport me to the game. Isn't that nice? Isn't that great? Isn't that lovely? So for each of these, what we're going to be doing is talking a little bit about the creator, a little bit about the process, some of their explosions. And in particular, what I want to focus on with these games is that these were all made. Hey, it looks like people are joining the game behind me. Heck yeah. What I want to be talking about while we're playing these games is what the experience of working on a game over the course of 5 days is like, some of the challenges, some of the really cool opportunities. If you're making something in 5 days, you're obviously not going to be able to polish it to the degree of a AAA release that has hundreds of people working for years in development. All right, let me just go ahead and jump over here and head away from the explosion sounds. Getting to the start of our little parkour course. Quick Pocket says, or even 2 days for most of these games. Yeah, a lot of these were done just over the weekend. That's a great point. So the creator of this game that we're taking a look at is Jeremy Kalaman and Nicholas Ward from the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. So the game is simply titled Roots. This game allows the player to search for beetroot soup. Again, when it comes to developing one of these projects, you might just take a simple inspiration and build a little bit of what you're intending to with a loose connection to the theme. So this looks like we have a little parkour course. These are trampolines that will launch me around, and if I jump at the right time, oh my god, please. This is like Ninja Warrior. Yes. Excellent. All right, we're marching forward. One of the things that, again, I like about Big Bang compared to some other engines, often if you want to realize your idea quickly, you might not have any art assets. So there are free art assets with engines like Unity or Unreal that you can download, that you can try to import. But because this game is all voxels, you can actually just open up the voxel editor and just click through it very intuitively, which allows you to polish up the game a little bit. What does it say? This is tech support. Save us. You got it, Tracy. And I assume that the proper way to save you is simply by navigating through obstacles. Let me get over here. Find the beetroot soup. All right. If you say so. And this is where, okay, watch out for rusty beams. They don't look very safe. Oh, well, are you kidding me? I have beaten so many Dark Souls games. Navigating high beams, there's not an issue. I'm not going to fall. So when it comes to doing something over the course of 48 hours or 5 days or something like that, I always am interested in what are good ways to like be efficient and ways to get really solid punchy impact in a short period of time. And honestly, jumping and trying to land and carefully aiming is such an efficient mechanic. Okay. You know, there's a little bit of tension as I now fall. Is there even a death box? Will I fall forever? Wait, hold on. Control F5. There we go. It's no problem. And right back to the start. Oh, hey, man, says clearly this was on purpose. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Looks like people are still joining the game and creating fireworks explosions, but great. I'm going to go back to my last checkpoint. All right, let me... You know, I'm not going to try to do anything huge dramatic in terms of jumping. We're gonna walk. There's anything that the Demon's Souls Remaster has taught me, it's that this is the right way to move along little spindly planks. Yes, excellent. Mefric, you took your time getting here. You know, I think the game has become self-aware. Anyways, now we've got to find a way into the base to destroy it. To be continued. Oh yeah, is this the beetroot soup here? Are these my various options? Looks like one of these can make you huge. This one makes me fast. This one makes me small. Look at the animation speed. Is this a jukebox? All right, I got music. Oh, I'm normal size. Can I eat it again and get bigger? I'm running so fast. All right, let me... All right, can I even get into this base? What are you saying? I found the soup! I won! I won! So, many of you have heard me talk about how much I like doing quick prototypes, just trying to like get an idea out, see how it feels. This is like a really good example of saying, hey, let's just focus on some basic jumping mechanics, and maybe down the line we'll want some power-ups to be able to incorporate with some of our various platforming. And the number of times that I have said, okay, here's some functionality, like some power-ups. Here's some platforming. I can now move my character around. I built a level. I have a trampoline mechanic. And I'm out of time. All right. There's really clear ways in which this can be extended into an entire course where you can take, say, the week of work that you did to just make sure that the jumping and the overall physics and the overall collision and interaction worked. And then you can spend another week creating like an hour of content pretty quickly. And I think that this is like kind of, well, maybe it was just for me. I don't know if this is the same way for you, but when I was younger, at least, I kind of had this pressure when I would work on game prototypes of like, oh my gosh, I need to get 3 levels done every week. And if I'm not hitting that exact amount every week, I'm a failure. When really what would happen is I would spend 2 weeks just getting the movement to feel good, just trying to get some of the overall motion right. Maybe have a couple of things like trampolines created. And then once that was done, after 2 weeks, then the next 2 weeks, I can make 10 levels a day. I can really make a lot of stuff. And, some of the stuff that I've talked about in past DK30s that I think this is a great example of as well, is that you don't need a ton of different content to stretch the amount of gameplay experience that you're having. You don't really need that. What you can do is just do variations on the same thing, very similar to how this game had a few levels that just had, oh my god, I guess I ate the low gravity thing. Had a few levels centered around just basic movement and this trampoline mechanic, and this, this ejector mechanic. Oh! And you could, with just these mechanics, make hours of stuff. Now, I always ask people what their big challenges were, working through this. And one of the things that was interesting about this one is that this is the 8th year participating at the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. That with Dot Big Bang, because it's multiplayer and it's an engine where you can edit in real time, it's a really nice collaborative tool to introduce coding to students. And I think that one of the things that can be really painful about working in, if you're just, for instance, coding in raw C++, you can spend so much time in the code, you don't even get the opportunity to try things out and throw things away. And one of the benefits of anything that allows you to work quickly is you feel way more comfortable throwing things away, which is the only way you get to anything good. The next game is Back in 86, made by McFunky Pants, who might even be here in chat, and NeoShard. They're super active regulars and met in the Dot Big Bang Discord. And so the description of this game is, going back to my roots as a gamer. Back in 86 is an arcade game inspired by my very first gaming experiences, designed for vertical screen, like phones and vertical monitors, but works everywhere. Now, I have opened this up enough to know that I'm going to need to be dialed in, and I'm going to get judged. All right, here we go. Here we go. Are you ready to insert a coin? Are you ready to insert a coin? All right, we're going to... Digital Monkey Master says, time to get called a baddie by chat. All right, I'm inserting. Get ready. All right. All right, so I need to collect the fruit. And there's more fruit spawning. Ugh. This is like a mix of Centipede and Pac-Man and Snake. All right, now how good am I? All right, I'm using WASD. Let me see if up, down, left, right works. Let me get my microphone out of the way because now I'm in tryhard city mode. All right, if any of you beat my high score, I want you to know that whoever beats my high score is now officially day 9. And we have to continue streaming at 3, so make sure you're prepared. All right, I have commentary to make, but I'm done. Is that it? Wait, do I have lives? Oh, I do have lives. Not for long, though. Oh my god, there's just so many things on the screen. Okay, okay. I'm dodging the baddies. I died. I died. Wait, hold on. Pause. Pause. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna pause. Tuesday Twitch says, I like this day 9 election process. Jofi says, this is like a bullet hell version of Pac-Man. Yeah, right? And, one thing that I've just been feeling kind of strongly, with games, probably from like 2005 to today, is that there was so much emphasis on graphical improvement. There was so much emphasis on trying to do these like deep single-player stories and trying to create these immersive worlds. And you have these things like being able to set your arm on a wall as a character just looking around a corner. Like, things that feel good aesthetically and feel very realistic. But a lot of old arcade games that just had a lot of action and a lot of power-ups and a lot of pickups, I feel like there's been a resurgence of these styles of games. I mean, we were playing Rift Breaker the other week that, yeah, it had this whole complex base building, and then an old school classic arcade shooter mech combat side of things. Or even Vampire Survivors, where there's someone that just made something that is purely a dopamine generator. And when it comes to back in 86, get ready, never been more ready. I regret saying that at that time. Okay, and I can loop around the screen, so in case my brain wants to process information as though everything is a toroid. Okay, oh. I think I need to just stay in a small area and maybe not go for the fruit. Dude, I'm actually so good. I'm going to 40k. Like, I actually can hardly believe how unstoppable I am. Okay, okay. I really think blue should be banned from showing up on any of these fruits and vegetables. You wish you could dodge things the way I do, huh? I'm trying so hard. You have no idea how much. Alright, I'm out of coins. Oh my god. So, in some of the Q&A that we asked the devs, hey, what went well? They said hacking the game to go into portrait mode. That was so easy. And, you know, I've had this question before about, like, well, how did they make that thing look so good or make it look like that? Honestly, if it looks good, doesn't matter how you did it, you're done. I mean, even things like this green screen right behind me is just like a blank wall, and you can barely see it, but there's a cat castle right back there. But if the lighting works and you don't really see that much sparkling, cool, done. And my green screen, I just have alligator clips pulling green fabric taut. When it comes to just like trying to get something into a certain perspective, you don't need to make it extensible. You don't need to make it have all these extra bells and whistles. Just hack it in and just try it out. Some of the challenges from the Q&A, the GUI stuff was super challenging. It was harder than expected, and I didn't finish, but I had tons of fun and made a little demo that I hope to expand slowly over the next couple of weeks. And I think that this is something that is understated in significance, which is a lot of games that exist have a bunch of different pieces all interacting kind of at the same time. A game like Civilization comes to mind, where you have an economy, and you have this turn-based combat system, and you have a tech tree, and you have locations on the terrain, and they all kind of lean on each other. But a lot of the really solid, great games have a core nugget of gameplay, and then they just build on that. And frankly, I kind of think that, like Super Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, a lot of these platformers have this really solid movement mechanic, and then they just keep doing variations on levels, keep doing variations on elements, keep doing variations. And I think that for anyone who wants to work on a game jam, this is a really reliable way to make something that feels good emotionally. Because I've tried to do little prototypes where I'm like, oh, I'm going to do something that's kind of turn-based city building like Civilization. And what happens is 2 months go by and I don't quite have a game. Whereas things that are more actiony, more platformery, more has a core nugget, I can get done with that nugget in 2 weeks. And then each week I can add a thing. Next week I can add a thing. Next week I can add a thing. And then maybe I get super busy, but I still feel like I finished something and made progress on it. So hell yeah. And I love the exploration of roots. I was actually just having a conversation yesterday about how I grew up as someone who endlessly went to the arcade. Like any free time that I had, back I say, any free time that I had, I was at the arcade, and a lot of those early games like, not DDR, but Pump It Up. Virtua Tennis, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and even some of the simpler ones like Centipede. Man, I played a ton of Centipede. Shouldn't say simpler, because that game can go completely out of control. But yeah, one of those older ones. Now, the next 3 games that we're going to have, Longing for the Destined, Rising from the Roots, and Terminal Root Cause. We got 2 mazes that we're going to look at. And we're also going to talk a little bit about the incompleteness that can come up when you're working on a game in a game jam. Longing for the Destined was created by Josh Martin. We actually have your name right up there. We got Josh Martin from the University Center Grimsby. Diversifier Zen Slava Ukraini. Hell yeah. Says, you are a lone traveler accompanied by only a dragon youngling. You begin in a maze and the task is simple. Navigate its twists, turns, and dead ends. You will find the cave that's home to a pulsating orb that makes evil thrive. The root of all evil. Get it? Root? Oh, that's the topic. In we go. All right. Marsha Sock says, boo. Even light puns are worth the opportunity to make a game. Here's our dragon youngling. And I want to point something out that, like, hey, look, everyone's going to join into the maze. All right. That is a really nice looking dragon. Like, the default guest character is just some simple blue blocks together that are well animated. But that is a nice looking dragon. All right, it's time to navigate through the maze. And, oh my god, this is bringing me back so much to, like, Banjo-Kazooie. This is bringing me back to old point-and-click adventure games that are text-based, where you just have to figure out where you are and keep track in your head. Ninja Gas, someone spent the whole game jam just making a dragon? Well, dude, hell yeah. And I think that there is something to be said about, I'm going to work on this style of game, and my goal is to build a new skill. Like, hey, I've never made a multiplayer game. Let me do some multiplayer networking. Hey, I've never written physics before. Let me do physics. Like, that's great. And I think some of that is really healthy. But I also think it can be really satisfying. Oh god, dead ends. It can be really satisfying to say, okay, what am I comfortable doing? And let me just work within that. So here, oh, is my dragon gone? Come on, buddy. He's following that guy now? No, follow me. Oh my god, have you ever been betrayed by your dragon? All right, thanks. Thank you. What a relief. All right, let me work my way here. I think I'm getting there. I think I might be wrong. See if I can get like a bird's eye view. That's where I want to go. I can see the other guest there. Oh, Heyman says, day 17. I am still in this maze. The dragon is going to eat me soon if we don't find our way out. Right. All right. All right, making my way through. So this is the dead end, but if I go this way, I bet I have to go back. As a kid, I used to make a lot of mazes. Like pencil and paper mazes, but mazes nonetheless. And I would have made a backtracking area right there. And we got something over there. I'm kind of curious what that is over there. Now, I'm pretty sure I can just, like, glitch up the wall if I spam spacebar fast enough. Yeah, all right. Oh, hey, look, it's a giant shovel. Nice. All right, back to the maze. No more cheating. But as you've heard me endlessly talk about in games like Elden Ring and Dark Souls, I love any mechanic that, oh hell, any mechanic that forces you to get very familiar with and pay attention to space. And mazes are just like such a simple, efficient way. Oh my god, did I do it? Oh, dude, hell yeah. Nearly hell yeah. So I probably have to go back and... Wait. Is this the wrong way? No. Not quite yet, hell yeah. Very nearly hell yeah. Creates this LeMayo, everyone in game suddenly glitches up the wall. Yeah, dude, the number of playtests I've been part of where someone says, all right, everyone, here's the game. If you stand here and press spacebar, you will be able to fly. Just don't do that, please. Respectfully. As for the last 6 months of development of the game. Yeah! Alright, we found the root of all evil. Yes. Oh, yeah. We got some vines. I got my dragon here. Everyone's emoting. If you press 1, by the way, it does a happy face. What does 2 do? Sweating happy face. Crying happy face. Neutral face. Upside down happy face. Sobbing. Uh-oh. That's 7. 8 is the devil. Now, I'm day 9. What does 9 do? Of course it does. Of course it does. Have a 9. There it is. It's amazing. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Ba-ba-da-da. Oh, dude, Crady. Dude, Crade in chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. We got our little dragon hanging out with Sync. Yeah, I mean, in terms of the mechanics of this, there was the movement of the player. In terms of the WASD, the jumping, and the way that the various physics of the gravity and motion worked. And then the rest of the game was actually just trying to build a simple maze experience with an unbelievably dope-ass dragon. I love this dragon. And this, I think, is an example of something really efficient that you can do. If you have an extremely limited amount of time, you're trying to learn a new skill set, maybe you just pick one thing that feels like a tiny step for you, and just focus on that. And a maze like that can have all sorts of other things extended and built on it. All right. Oh my god. And I want to read some of the other stuff from The Longing for the Destined by Josh Martin. Oh no, let me see if I can click out of my window. Oh no, I need to hit this button. There we go. So Q&A, I was the sole game builder for this project, meaning I added the scripts to the character and built some of the assets used in the game. You'll notice it's only a short maze game where you have to find the root of all evil. I thoroughly enjoyed the process of being tasked with making a game in a certain time frame, as well as using a platform I hadn't touched before. Doesn't matter how well the game turns out, as long as it was fun overall. Yeah! Yes! Hell yeah! I mean, believe me, I think it's interesting to talk about our ambitions. I think it's interesting to talk about our goals. But let's not scoff at the idea that doing things for fun, spending a weekend just building something for satisfaction, that there's something wrong with that, right? Stuff's sick. Stuff is sick, man. Love just doing something, having some fun building. Next game, Rising from the Roots. From the creator/team, DJ018, Dopamine, Sentinel, Zina Jbeli, and Rua. The location was the DigiArt Living Lab in Tunisia, hell yeah. And the description of the game is as follows. Once upon a time, the holy tree of life was jeweled with forbidden fruit that was stolen by a rogue guardian. A new guardian rose from the roots to search for the holy fruit to save the tree. The world is now filled with snakes. Will he make it? All right. Here we go. Here we go. And up and away it loads. All right. So a lot of the characters in these games were just the default model. It says guest. The sort of blue block that we're wandering around. And so in this game, I spawn as a character. This was actually made with the voxel engine, and there's no animations to it. And let me tell you, I can't stress enough, I love things that are beautifully animated. Wait to implement animation. Wait a little longer than you think you should. If you're still trying to figure stuff out. And so, all right, here's our tree. Ugh. I know that I'm supposed to go this way, but I want to wander around this way. I want to see what's over here. And there's a lot of projects on the Big Bang homepage where you just get to wander around in interesting space. And it is one of my main use cases of a DBB. All right, we're wandering through. It's time to give everyone a heart. There we go. Yeah. Smoking OK API says, a professional game animator, I take offense. Oh my god, snakes. Get me out of here. Are they going to keep following me? These bastards. Smoking, please know, animations can make a mediocre mechanic feel like an S+ mechanic. It can elevate things so much. But also tell me, have you ever been in the situation where someone says, smoking API, listen. Here is exactly what we want you to animate because here's exactly what the mechanic is. Then 3 months later, they go, okay, I have good news. We're going to throw out all your animation work because the mechanics have changed. That's the pain. That's the pain point. I think everyone has this intuition that like when things get really robustly and brilliantly animated, oh my god, it just makes things feel so much better. When you put a nice little polish and VFX and sound effects, it's just, it feels so good. Until it has to get thrown out, huh? Smoking API says it hurts every time. Oh, yeah. So this, if I touch, I take massive damage. And we have ourselves yet another little maze. And I gotta be honest, I really like whoever did I really like these vines, these roots, these tree limbs sort of growing across. All right, so follow this path or portal. All right, you got it. Oh! It just teleports me out. Okay, I see. All right. Jump. I'm going to go straight this time. We went right last time. See, there's a sword in the ground. We see some floating blocks. Let's go this way. My snake pals are still following me. Looking to the right. It's kind of funny how much more claustrophobic this maze feels just with the taller walls and then the vines over the top. It's like such a small change now that I'm thinking about it. Just like, hey, let's take that same maze, make the walls higher. And like, I am so much more lost. I assume this is a dead end. This is a dead end. All right, peeking around. Am I backtracking? Oh my god. I fell through the earth. I'm heading back. All right. We're going to go to the left this time. We're going to go straight to the left. Secret Fortitude says, you got this. You will not fall. Thanks, everyone. I need the encouragement. Running as hard as we can. And then we're going to turn this way. Okay. All right, so we have something we're going to jump over. All right. Nice. Got slightly hurt heading through the area. All right, the ground is changing. I'm going to assume that this means that I'm making incredible progress. And so that heads back into the maze. So I should be on the back wall. So if I head this way, yeah, there we go. Oh my god, snakes. Sliding back and forth. That was my Indiana Jones moment. Hey, we got Sync again. Hey, Sync. Hey, all right. Send some hearts along. We even have our 3 snake pals over here. And is this? Oh, that's a floating tree. At first I thought it was like a hive of bees due to the color. It's like, this game is cruel. This reminds me of the disturbance in Day 9 TV Town. So reading through, whoops. Let me position myself back here a little bit so we can get a nice view. Yeah, let's stop here. All right. So from the Q&A, this team said we watched some YouTube videos and read the Big Bang documentations to help us with challenges we met along the way. I also have heard, wait, how did you get up there? I know of a number of people that step into game jams, and their goal is not actually to make a game. their goal is to use the game jam as an opportunity to learn a certain platform, to learn a certain bit of technology. I actually have not thought too much about that, but God, that makes a ton of sense. Like I can imagine if I wanted to step in and learn Unreal or learn Unity, I would join a game jam, and then I would just try to say, okay, what's the simplest thing that I could make for this game jam? Sham2 says, same as hack days at companies. Yeah. Like, in my entire life, trying to do creative stuff, perhaps my most dearly held belief is that you can definitely overdo trying to make this thing awesome. I want this project that I'm working on to be the be-all, end-all. I haven't worked on a game before, but the first game I work on, I want it to have the scope of twice the size of EVE Online, and I want it to take down World of Warcraft, and I want it to have every system from Elden Ring, right? You just have this constant escalation of what you want this to be, which means that at every point working on that project, you never get that feeling of completion, you never get that feeling of personal progress. You never get that feeling of, hey, I now feel like I'm done with this and I learned some stuff and I'll do better on the next one. Yeah. It's kind of like the competitor mindset of you're not trying to win every game. You're trying to develop skills so that you can more consistently win games, which means that even losses are super helpful. So I love the idea of just like, hey, we had a game jam where we had a sort of vision of a theme and a world and a story, and then we use this as an opportunity to learn how .big game, excuse me, .big bang with .big game in it, learn how that works. And I am now going to go to another, okay, so this, I want to contrast how these games functioned and the last few games have functioned and maybe how your expectation would function. And I want to touch on a game that much more so matches my game jam experience. And in this next one, the name of this one is Terminal Root Cause. Let's head back to the convention floor and wander on over. If I have a character that's ever running in a game, I will be making all of those panting noises. All right. Oh, let me just get on the booster. Yeah. Terminal Root Cause by Momoney. Notorious Snapper. Setup and telekinesis. All right. I got to remember to not hit the Windows button, but hit the escape button. There we go. This is Ermoni Osborne, Seth Pyrish, Benjamin McKissick Jr. from Mace College, San Diego. So the description of the game is as follows. There have been rumors of strange things happening in Terminal City, one of the up-and-coming places to live in the digital world. You are known as Dr. Bash. It's me. A private eye and well-known bug squasher across all quadrants, and you're invited with the cryptic invitation. Stop the White Rabbit. Save our city from doom. So, we got some Matrix references with Dr. Bash. Hopping on in. So, often, if you participate in a game jam or if you're downloading some of the game jam entries, hey, look, we got all of us in here. Hell yeah. I think it's incredibly easy, or actually, here's maybe even a better one. If you've ever watched, hey, here's my favorite games from this game jam video on YouTube, where it's presenting a lot of start to finish experience with a lot of completed mechanics, a lot of completed elements. In this game, there is this idea of what's happening in Terminal City. There is some FPS style mechanics that have been implemented. Where's the... There's little bugs that show up. I think that my compatriots have maybe showed up and picked off the insects. All right. Uh-oh, someone's shooting some stuff over here. What's happening over here? Oh my god. Oh my god, is there some horrifying monster over there? Hey, it's Ghost Stalker. Everyone's firing a weapon except for me. I'm trying to find where all the enemy combatants could be. This is actually so funny to have everyone wandering around here. All right, let me not derail myself again. Let me not derail myself. Let me pick up this. Yeah. So, if any of my buddies here wouldn't pick off the bugs before they show up. So in this game, you'll notice we have a little FPS UI down in the bottom left where I have ammo and health. There's little bugs that can show up and can pick off, or that you can pick off using your classic FPS mechanics. We have some ridiculously insane evil rabbits looking here. We have these poor guys. Help! Oh God, so many bugs. All right, because we need to find the root cause of the problem. So we have the mayor. So glad you're here and all, but there's really no need for you to be here. Our city is prosperous, safe, and most of all about to sign a big deal to host the world's largest server. Bugs, you say? Preposterous. Have any of you ever had a manager like this? No, look. Sales has already closed the deal. It's up to you to implement it. What's that? Oh. My sources keep saying the White Rabbit has breached our city. Please listen to me, Mayor. My cousin just turned to a virus the other day. Ah! What? Did someone just shoot me? Ah! Bugs! Hold on. I'm gonna refresh. Reload. I tabbed out and my gun stopped working. And they're gone! Dude, this game is getting so populated. Anyways. Let me go to a private URL. Alright, I'm gonna private URL so that way I can plausibly be there all on my own, Bobby Digitalis. Alright. There we go. Now I've clicked in and we can find bugs and we can pick them off all on our own. So there's some simple FPS mechanics that are here where that little spin down dial indicates how long it's going to take before I can take the next shot. So if I spam click like this, I can't shoot any faster than that. There's also some really interesting lighting and a really interesting sort of city and world that's been built around here. There's some really interesting tech that has been assembled with being able to interact with some of this dialogue. I can even get a machine gun. We have a couple different weapons that have been implemented. The number of game jams that I have been in where all I do is make components and I am unable to even make level 1, right? That's probably at least 50% of my game jams. And like, the fact that you can look at all this and see some really interesting merit, you know, like, first of all, just implementing an FPS system in a game that, as you saw, or a lot of these projects just defaulted to a third-person, over-the-shoulder view, to implement a couple weapons that have different mechanics like this, to come up with some UI that communicates to the player effectively what's up with it, to have a theme and a lot of these elements, like these buildings and these trees, this church, this sideways building just sticking out of here, where someone picked up a building and hurled it into the other. Often this is all I have any time to finish if I only have like 48 hours. And there was even, I'm trying to remember when it was. It was a long time ago. It was maybe 2012, where I was in a game jam and I was like, I'm going to work on this for 3 days. And I worked on it for a day and a half. And then I just stopped because I realized that I had a bunch of stuff I needed to take care of just that were like errands. I don't even remember what it was, but I was like, well, I didn't really finish anything except the components. And then I was able to come back to the components, which, like, for example, in this game, the FPS mechanics, some of the UI, UX, some of the ideas of the world, some of the assets of the world. And like 3 months later, I was able to open it back up again. And very quickly, I was able to start assembling it into levels, assembling it into a start-to-finish experience. So if any of you signed up for a game jam, made some assets, made some interactables, that's awesome. And I love the fact that this was shared and we can wander around and look at all the stuff that they made. It doesn't necessarily need to be always structured in a particular way. Kind of having the game as almost like an interactive museum. Look at everything that we've created. It's terrific. All right, we're going to head back out. Here we go. The bugs, though. It's good to know that in the other URL, everyone's murdering all of the insects that were in the way. Oh, I hit refresh, didn't I? I need to rewind back to here. All right. All right, we're coming back. Yeah, Tuesday Twitch, I liked the way that the loading bar looked because, like, I like that loading bar collapsed towards the middle because if you're in an FPS and you're looking at the center of where you're aiming, I like the idea that if it's in your periphery, you're like, not soon. And then as it gets closer, you can see with a lot more exactness when the reload is going to happen. There's games that I've played where the reload bar goes left to right, so I see it like pass through the center of my vision, and I'm like, all right, halfway there. And at some point, I'm reloading. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use my sweet hacks. If any of you are in the convention floor, you can use the shift button, and you get a little paraglider. Yeah. That was Root Cause that we just took a look at. Now, we're going to look at these last three in a moment, but I did want to come over here and stress something that I talked about earlier. A lot of game engines are so much about the coding side of things. So much about the sort of outer structure. Hey, we have a graphical renderer, and anything you want to make in another program, we can import. We have a built-in physics engine, and whatever you want to do with that physics, you're allowed to do. But honestly, some of the most basic stuff that you interact with as a player, like how does the art look? Those are the kinds of things that can be unbelievably hard to just get in to a game. And you're often just required to go download the assets and stuff like that. And by the way, Gaming in the Wild just linked to this hub world that I'm hanging out in. So if you want to click, just literally go to our chat, click the URL. If you're watching on YouTube, the URL should be in the comments below. But in Big Bang, they have, again, this voxel editor where you can just really straightforwardly make art assets. And I've been talking about it a lot because I learned about Big Bang maybe 3 years ago and on and off used it ever since then, including the Straits of Danger thing that I was showing before. And all of my friends over that period of time, when I'm like, oh, you got to check out this thing, you got to check out Big Bang, probably 90% of them instantly just started making art assets. It's fascinating. And look, we have this beautiful weapon. McFunky Pants made a little two-dimensional tank that's firing. We have a reference to Chainsaw Man. Everyone's very favorite internal demon pet. Good old Pochita. This is actually really nice. 2D City Skyline background. A lot of games will often have elements like this that are super far away, and then they're sort of repeated at different sizes with different chunks of them. So that way as you're walking, you have a really rich sensation of a city moving in the background. Look at this grassy embankment. That's actually really nicely textured. We got some texture cubes. A steel cube, 8x8. Yeah, all right. Oh my god. It's a card. It's an animating card. Holy crap. We got an ooze tank that's bubbling? Oh my god. What is this? I collected that. Got an ooze tank. Yeah, we got the doodle. We have an explosion. We have some more cards. We have an aurora head. Oh, look at this. This is actually really cool because, like, okay, look at this evolution from Summer Sky. Hold on, let me paraglide my way over. Summer Sky first made this object. This was week 1. And then week 2 added in color. And then added in animation to it. That's awesome. That's so good. All right. I'm going to come back to the Roots Veggie Delivery Service. Now, I'm going to make a request. For any of you who are in the chat, I want you to play this game with me, and I want you to come line up here with me, and we're all going to enter at the same time. We're all going to enter at the same time. Okay, so if you're already in the veggie delivery service, don't enter. Come stand here by me. We got Bobby Digitalis, we got Crady, we got Ashley. We're all going to enter in here at the same time because this game works best when we're all going to work together. Okay, here we go. The next game is from Quick Pocket at IGDA Albany. So, the Dot Big Bang one was about making memories. This is using the Zen diversifier, because again, there's a whole bunch of different companies and groups that sponsor different twists on the core idea of roots. So, in the Q&A, Quick Pocket says, I used a pun. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the game description. The game description, you bike across the city to deliver veggies as fast as possible. Try to find faster routes than your multiplayer opponents. And so, in this game, this is not the kind of game that is competitive, succeed, get the best score possible, overcome the platforming challenge. This is, you're just on a bike wandering around, and we're all going to wander around on our bikes together and deliver vegetables. And a lot more gaming experiences are coming out lately where you just kind of get to wander through a space and sit down and look at things and just wander around and wave to people. It's not this constant goal-driven, goal-oriented, succeed kind of design. So I was really excited to tell everyone to play in this one. Q&A theme. I used a pun. Roots instead of roots, like R-O-U-T-E, roots, huh? I used a pun, but I also have you delivering root vegetables while you bike on your route. Huh? I unintentionally used the Zen diversifier because it turned into more of a Zen experience than something more traditional and stressful. So, everyone, follow me to the game. Come on in, everyone. Come on in. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, the convention floor is hopping this time of year. All right. So here we are. This city is procedurally generated. So you can see the map below. Here's all our little bicyclists. All right, everyone. To deliver veggies, you must crash into the green cubes, and you'll see them disappear on the minimap. Yeah. So I'm going to take a little bike stroll through the city. And I'm a huge fan of oh, Crady, yeah, let's bike together. Come on, Crady. Hell yeah. We're just wandering around. Me and Crady. I can bike backwards. Oh my god, I'm so skillful. I'm gonna go see some of the other people. Hey guys. Probably the most frequent thing that I wind up coding when I'm having my spare time, weekend, want to just make something. What I spend most of my time on is actually things that have a sort of physicsy feel to them, interesting motion control, interesting physics for a player character, something like that. And so here, in this experience, we have this bike that has this nice lean and turn radius, and these are the sort of things that when they're really well done, often, you just don't even notice. You pop in, and it just feels completely intuitive. But, how quickly the character leans versus, you'll notice that when I turn really sharply and then I let go, there's a sort of fading back to the normal standing side of things. Let's see if we can actually deliver all the veggies. Hey, meow. So we're all in this same gameplay loop together. The city that's in the bottom left, there it is. This is procedurally generated, so if we were to refresh this and hop back in, it would be different than the last time we played through it. So it looks like everyone is trying to deliver all their vegetables. I have my own timeline I'm trying to hit. Yeah, even the camera recentering is nice. Yeah, Evers, it is so much work just to get the camera and the control and the timing and the feel of something to just feel right. All right, I'm going to make this my last veggie delivery there, and I'm going to try to... No, I actually probably should get this one over here. Yep. I really should have gotten this from the very get-go. I think I'm going to turn left and make my way up here. See, I'm dating your dad. I love the simplicity of this, so smooth. Yeah, I've been really interested in this trend, probably at the start of 3-4 years ago, of these vibe games where you open them up, and it's just a sort of hangout. It's maybe some motion around an environment that you can explore. There's I believe it's a Swedish game developer Nicholas Nygren, aka Niflis, that made Within a Deep Forest and made Knit, K-N-Y-T-T. And it was a game where you had a character that had some basic platforming, and there was an environment, and you just wandered around the environment. And that was it. That was the game. And I remember being like bizarrely entranced and spent an entire afternoon just wandering around and exploring these different screens, seeing where they connected to and so on. And I mean, technically there is a loose gamification where the game says, hey, you're at 217 seconds. How quickly can you do it? But really, I'm vibing, man. I am vibing. This is just a vibe. WebGL, this is HTML5, cheeky Nick. HTML5. And now, I'm not an expert on the tech. If you say to me, yes, HTML5 uses WebGL, I will simply say, okay. I am like unbelievably not an expert on a lot of this tech. Oh, dude, I have such a sick route I'm going to be going through. Watch this. Bobby Digitalis says, yes, it's WebGL, and Bobby Digitalis works at Doc Big Bang, so there you go. I'm gonna guess. Do you like how I defended myself with a firm? I don't know. Who knows? It could be. Maybe not. Maybe it is. I can't tell you. I can't say for certain. I remember listening to some design talk in like 2008 that said just moving around is one of the most satisfying and pleasing things that you can do in a game. Just moving around. I didn't get it. I was like, that's not true. It's totally true. Just literally being on a bicycle moving around is lovely. Now, in the Q&A, oh my gosh, I want to get so many veggies delivered right now. Oh, this is going to be sick. I'm actually going to do a right turn first. Wow. So in the Q&A, I want to read this. Quick Pocket says, I dove into the process of city generation with the hope of making a really complicated city. With sidewalks, vehicles, different buildings. And I left some of the core player interaction until I was very rushed at the end. I was left with less of a game than I had hoped, definitely lessons learned. The bike simulation proved harder than I expected. I was also visiting with family, so I had to balance work with socializing. While it was hard, it was rewarding and I had a good time. Great management of like the different needs where, I often think that most game developers are people. And if you're people, life happens. People come visit, you got to socialize, or maybe there's a bill and you got to pay that and it was stressful, so you don't want to code, that sort of thing. But I think this bike feels so good to use. It feels so good. And I do like that, again, Quick Pocket was like, this was way harder to set up the bike than I had expected. Because, yeah, these types of controls just take so much tuning to get right. I don't know if any of you ever played Celeste, which is a platforming game. And the developers just talked about how there's this absolutely insane amount of extra parameterization that happened just to control and to account for all the various things that would make the game feel a little better. Like, if you jump and you missed something by within 2 pixels, the game just places you as landing on it. Like, if the Y pixel is at 100 and your character's height was only 98, it just lets you land on it. And that game was also originally a Game Jam game. And a lot of the development process was, yes, making some levels in order to create a sense of progression and some simple goal structure, sure. But a ton of it was just making lots and lots and lots and lots of extra frickin' variables and managers and controls and things and checks to ensure that stuff just felt great. And all that stuff just takes an insane amount of time. I think I've left myself a little tiny path. So I think I know how I'm going to go through this. I'm going to go back and get these last 2. I'm sort of like pot committed at this point. I have to deliver the rest of these vegetables. I'm going to create rationalizations like these digital citizens. If they're not eating their digital vegetables, then they will be getting a digitally imbalanced nutritional diet. And that's something that I worry about. But really all I'm trying to do is fill airtime while I'm allowed to just keep wandering through here. Because again, the bike does feel like really good to control. Oh yeah. So we're going to navigate to the top. And I do like also too that Quick Pocket talked about, hey, I originally wanted to make this really realistic simulated city and have all these other mechanics. And then as the game jam started to wrap up and there were only a few remaining things to implement, I really like the fact that Quick Pocket just said, hey, this game feels like a little bit more of a Zen experience. Oh my god, I missed it. Let me just double down on that Zenness. Let me double down on just a really nice experience biking around and having a nice time. Because I'm certainly guilty of pigeonholing things a lot, where there's sometimes designs I've made where I'm like, this is going to be really, really fun due to the precision platforming, due to the precision of the controls. And then really what it winds up being is, this is fun because it's goofy and terrible to control and super random. And I feel myself continuing to reiterate and rework. I'm like, no, I'm going to make this feel really good. This is going to feel really fine-tuned. And it's just not worth it. Yeah, I'm going to put stuff into the game, but the game can also tell me a little bit about what to do. Ah, yes, 569. Nice. Couldn't have found a better route. Once again, that was Quick Pocket, who started off hoping to make a complicated city simulation and wound up with something that was Zen. Oh, yeah. And again, if any of you have interest in playing through some of these games, we have pinned in chat and pinned below in the Discord, pinned below in the YouTube video, a link to this convention floor. All right, our next game. Let me look at this. Our next game. Finding Roots in Farmville with Digital Monkey Master, who's here live right now. Hell yeah. And Ashley K, who's here right now. This is the Sheep's Meow virtual jam site made in UK and New York City. Ah, there it is. They say, in this small city builder, help Mayor Swindon construct a new town for the glorious king. Design houses, make friends, and plant your roots in the new town of Fairville. I'm going to go in, and I'm going to use my super sophisticated boop. Oh no, that's the wrong thing to boop, isn't it? I'm going back. There we go. Maybe this thing will be booped. Is this right? Should I put a boop there? Oh, this is the correct place to boop. Boop. This allows me to be in solo, and I wanted to show this solo. Here we go. Yes. Mayor. Oh, hey there, Wanderer. My name is Mayor Swindon, and welcome to Fairville. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but I have huge plans for this place. Our gracious king has bestowed upon me the task of great importance, the task of building a settlement in his glorious name. You look like you need a place to plant your roots. Ah, the topping, eh? Come live here with us. ... Not to sound rude or anything, but you don't speak much, do you? In that case, I guess I can trust you with some very important information. I am totally and unequivocally ill-equipped for this job. The mayor starts crying. I don't know anything about construction or organizing a town or hiring contractors, or the mayor starts rambling about all the things he can't do. ... Please, lend me your wisdom. I desperately need your help. The mayor scratches his head after a moment. Ah! Oh, I have an idea. The mayor pulls out a pen and scrawls on some paper. Here, take this deed. It grants you permission to build on any plot of land you desire. A few nearby villagers had agreed to come live here, but I don't see them anywhere. I gave all of them deeds too, but I guess they have a place to sleep? Please, take your time. Fairville needs to be just perfect. Oh, yeah. And, I mean, I like this also as a demonstration of how many different things you can make in The Big Bang. But what I am going to do now is show you some of the controls here that I cleverly learned before going live. But just look at how lovely this looks from the isometric perspective. And if I want to wander around, Yeah. Here's me wandering around. And I am a big fan of like fixed camera controls. Oh my god, a bird. Hello. So I have these various plots of land. If I want to go back to builder mode, zooms back out, I can see everything, and then I can click somewhere to build. I'm going to build right here where there's this tree. Wasn't that satisfying? And now what I can do is I can actually change the roof color, change some of the paints. All right, so I can edit this. All right, I can edit. Can I edit these bushes? Oh, look at this. Oh my god, yeah. All right, I'm going to build this. Let's go back. Can I edit? I can edit the windows and doors together. Great. I can also change the design to be like striped. There's some different Tetris things. You know, let's make this one a nice stripy house, shall we? And yeah, I'm gonna emphasize the mint color on the roof. There we go. And can I also edit some colors here? No, I can only edit this, but you know what? I think that's perfect. Oh yeah. We have an alert. Here we go. I like my little house. I like my little house editor. I'm very surprised at how robust this is after just a few days of work. Like, this is very surprising. Wow, Mayor Swindon did a great job building my house. Typical mayors. It's just perfect. I can't wait to see who else moves into town. The mayor asked me to hand this to him when I arrived. Uh-oh, I got another deed, and I know this because the instructions told me. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's build this guy a neighbor. All right, so let's do something a little different in the front. I think a little fence could be nice. Let's go with some greens, shall we? Now, I'm a big fan of the purple. Let's change the design to let's do this back one. That's like really textured. Let's do this. Design mode. Let's switch this around. Oh, I can even do some different. I can do different roof styles. Oh, hell yes. Oh my god, yes. And wait, I didn't even edit the design on this front. This is so cute. All right, I'm going to do it like this. Real drama. Paint mode. Let's see here. That brown is kind of a nice color. I'm quite a fan of that. All right, let's see if I can make this one red too. I kind of want some color here. Maybe a nice green here. Yeah. I gotta be honest. I kind of like these being the same colors. Oh, actually, that looks awesome. All right. Love it. Dude, look at this. Look at this. I'm building a little neighborhood. I'm building a little neighborhood. All right, let's make this next one wild, huh? Let's make this next one wild. I'm wandering around this way. This person's all the way back here. What a beautiful place to set up a home. The view is just spectacular. One question, though. Are there any spots around town you could recommend? I'm a little hungry. Anyways, you can take this off my hands, right? Ah, yes, time to build another one. I'm doing all these ones up here. All right, this one's going to be wacky. So let's do the design. Let's make it the loudest one possible. This one's cute. Okay. Let's get our designs right. Yeah, there it is. Now, for colors, what are the brightest colors that we have? I think we got this. Yellow. Mm-hmm. Wait. Oh, wait. Crap. No, this is... We still need to edit this. This one's already yellow. We can't have any more yellow up here. We need to have a lot of purples. Purple and a red. Yeah, maybe this green color. Oh, they have the same door. Yeah, can't have that. Can't have that at all. Yes. All right. Yeah. Oh, and Digital Monkey Master says, have you noticed that every time you build something, environmental art changes? No. Oh my God, you're right. Okay, wait. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to wander this person. I don't want to see the next. We're going to track this. Got some benches now. Can I sit down? No. Always got to keep going. Here the mayor is pretty useless as a leader. How did he build such a fine home? Anyways, I won't be needing this anymore. You can have it. No one needs their deeds. All right, I'm going to build right over here. I want to see this. Okay, so we're going to do this one because we haven't done it yet. I'm going to adjust this to be... This is going to be a little bit more of a calm house. It's going to look like a normal house. Make this look like the house I grew up in. House I grew up in had like a really had a simple door, and then it had sort of like green on here, like a nice light green. This looks very similar to the house I grew up in. Its roof was like that. Yeah. Oh my God, I get to make a little neighborhood. I get to make a little neighborhood. Now, this is where I'm going to need to halt myself from playing because this is the kind of thing that I would just decorate for like an hour and then look up at you and go, oh my God, we're doing the Global Games Jam. Big Bang Game Review. D&D DM 84 gifted 5. So good. Thank you. Happy Friday to you, D&D DM. There's a few things that I think are some really nice touches. Those simple, what are those called? Are those wind chimes? Is that the right word for it? Those simple wind chimes are just so nice. And this is like a super efficient way to not have... Because obviously having no sound is the easiest. And then if you think, oh, I want to have some like ambient audio, music's going to be a lot of work. But this is like such a strong way to frame to you the mindset that you're supposed to be, or that you're supposed to be in. And I actually think that expectation setting is disproportionately important in storytelling, in games, in just most media. Like, if you think about Lord of the Rings, it has a prologue that's ridiculously, stupidly epic. And then we go to the Shire. Because it framed to you that there's this crazy epicness that will happen. This is the scope and scale of the story. When you sit down and look at something intimate and calm and chill, like what's going on the Shire, you understand that this is a starting point that will build into that. Or for instance, the opening of the movie Nightcrawler starring Jake Gyllenhaal, the opening just lets you know that the protagonist is not a good person. like these wind chimes is a really simple way to frame that this is a Zen experience, because you can imagine with a frantic mayor going, oh my God, I haven't built any of these deeds. I am not qualified to do this. Maybe that this is a sort of game where I really need to like hurry up and build as fast as possible because the mayor's losing his mind. Maybe this is a game about the pressure and intensity of trying to fill out everyone's need as fast as possible. But no, that subtle wind chime just communicates really accurately what the style of game that this is. I'm supposed to take my time and build stuff up. And this is really lovely. This is really lovely. And suddenly Day 9 ruined the Zen. I know. Isn't it amazing how talented I am at doing that? Yeah, it just soothes the pace. And there's a number of other things, like when I go back into control character mode, look how slowly it zooms in. Oh, time to go back to build mode. This can obviously be made like, and like zoom in really snappily. It can even just transition sharply. But instead, this really calm zoom in, zoom out, all these little things I feel like communicate nicely. Digital Monkey Master says there's nothing that can't be fixed with a nice easing function. It's true. It's true. Such is my Friday. How it goes. What was I going to say? Yeah. And also, just from a gameplay mechanic standpoint, he's so cute and he's strong and he's got amazing hair and his muscles. Oh boy, don't talk to me about his muscles. Okay, Judy, calm down. He might see you freaking out. Can I help you? Oh, you want this? Ah, dunno. There's obviously so many ways in which this can be extended. And I like how it's chunked. Here's a house, build up a house. You have a small task. Task 1, pick a plot. Task 2, what do you want to make it? Complete it. Go on to the next one. And I can imagine the benches and the roads and the trees and the foliage and all this other stuff. Got one deed. Yeah, we even have like a bird that's just hanging out here. So many other decorations. It's so nice. And with that, we have one more game that we're going to be taking a peek at in a moment. But some of the Q&A. Take me back. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I accidentally misclicked away from the hub. What's all the hubbub with the hub, bub? And we're heading back to the hub. Perfect. So in Finding Roots in Farmville, what went well? The dev says, we're really pleased with how nice the gameplay loop feels. I think spending as much time as we did thinking about the gameplay loop really paid off. And actually did an amazing job of implementing the design. It was really cool using UI button scripts for the first time. And what was a challenge? Making sure all the building assets lined up. Oh, yeah, no, that's another one of those invisible bits of effort that I feel like is easy to not think about if you're playing it, when it's done successfully, it's invisible, right? If I was adjusting, scrolling through the different designs, and I'm imagining if some of those were just like jutting around a little bit, that would super take away from the zen quality feel, that nice, smooth, happy, pleasant, nice, smooth, happy, pleasant zone that you get into playing. Oh, that was great. All right, the last game. From Steve, Punkarella, Buradley, and Summer Sky, this is Potato. Get your friends together for a rootin' tootin' good time in this putting game. Line up your putting shovels, charge your shot, and knock root vegetables straight out of the ground and into your soup pot. The game features 4 putting courses, each with different obstacles, along with character and ball customization. Oh, yeah. And what went well? The art and course designs really came out well. We're also really proud of the title. All right, I'm going in. Now this is going to be some drama. All right, so then I need to put Boop here. All right, I'm trying to put Boop here. Boop. There we go. I want to be putting alone. Okay? I want to be putting alone. There we go. All right, so here I am. We're in Potato. I think that this is an unbelievable title screen. And you can barely see it in there. See, like right in the center of this log, that is where I'm trying to putt my root vegetable into. Oh, look at me sliding around. All right, let's see if I can do this. Oh my god, I messed up. Look at my character. Oh my god. This is what all farmers look like, to be clear. Chalkbox says, yeah, works in multiplayer, so no boop required. No. Boop is to remove the multiplayer. Oh my god, I did it again. All right, hold on. Yeah, all right. Oh, I knocked it out of the course? Fuck. One more time. Damn, no, don't. I keep knocking it out of the course, man. Okay. Trying this again. Can I knock it, like, high? Okay, hold on. I gotta wander away. Wander right back in. Oh, wow. It actually, like, does proper, like, non-spheroidal physics, where it, like, rolls over the oblong end. All right, okay. I've been playing golf with friends. You know how good I am at this game. 6 strokes. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so the way to go to the next course is I have to hit escape, which gives me my mouse cursor back, and then I can click on course 2. Alright. Let me see. So I got 6 in the first hole. So I need to kind of jump over this. And up there is the pot. Alright. Nice. Alright, cool. Okay. Fenvery says, for some reason, I assumed you'd have to chip it into the pot. I thought that at first, too. And then I really, really whiffed hard. And the game was like, oh, all right. No, it's going in. I was like, oh, very well. So if I hit it at this angle, will it just spiral out? Nice. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's perfect. So I really want this to be high. Oh, you're kidding me. It rolled right down there? Oh, give me a break. Try out the emojis. Oh, you got custom emojis? Oh my god, it's vegetables. What's 9? Oh my god, it's an apple heart. Oh yeah. What if I aim like down like this? What happens here? Wow, it really does. Okay, so let me aim high. Oh my god, I made it over. No, you're kidding me. Oh my god. I like how it doesn't warp me back. I have to just accept emotionally that I didn't do a good job. And then wander all the way back. Okay, so this is probably where I want it. To be able to really bink it. Get that hole in 6, baby. Or 8 or whatever it is. Oh, shit. How... Whoa! Oh, no! Oh! Oh, that's going out. That is going out. That is bouncing on the cactus. That is just taking a trip to the pit of despair. Okay, let's try this again. This time a little more to one side. Oh my god. It really bounces. What are these? Is this like rubber fruit? Like, why is it bouncing so much? Alright, no, this is good. Just stop right there. Okay. Alright, so I see this little blue line, and I don't know whether to trust it or not. Like, I can see the UI. Why are you bouncing off? Why are you bouncing off this pot? This is supposed to be a non-collidable, multiple entry pot where I can put my vegetables to cook my food because I will never touch a vegetable with my hands. I am just going to touch it with this shovel. Alright, okay. Yes, 2 and 11. Oh my god, amazing. I am not stopping till I've done every single potato. Oh my gosh, what is this? Holy cow, what? So wait. I have to get it to land like here, and then it gets lifted up, and oh my god. And then I have this little peeking creeper over here that I'm going to have to work it past. All right. Let's go, guest. Okay. All right, that was not bad. That was not bad. Quickly, I got to get there fast. Shit. Okay, fuck. All right, come on. All right, okay. All right, lower back down. I got it. I have to line up so many things. Like, you have no idea how much computation is going on in my head. Oh, you're... All right. All right. All fun comes from anticipation. I hit it with a half yellow. Yeah, hell yeah. What is going on with my... I have a teleporting tomato, and I couldn't be happier. I'm telling you. In high school, they used to call me Angles. There it is. All right, here we go. All right, okay. Vegetable soup time. You are legitimately shitting me right now. What? Oh my god, please fall. Where did it go? Here it is. Okay. Fuck. Oh my god, no. Where is it going? Oh. Okay, wait, it's back. It's back. All right, here we go. Straight ahead. Oh my god. It's like okay, I got to really like angle it up. But I'm worried that I'm going to like send it backwards. Where's my fruit? All right, here it is. Okay. Okay, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Ed says, Sean, I found a bug. This is not a bug. This is the game right here. Okay, let me line myself up. I'm going to wait until there's no gravity. All right, hold on, hold on. No, I got it. 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 I don't know where I am. Oh, come on. Oh my god. I'm never beating this. Okay, no, I need to make it go like really high, huh? Okay, hold on. I need to. All right, I'm gonna try to jump golf right now. I'm gonna jump golf. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Okay. Up. All right. Did anyone see where it went? Does anyone see where my vegetable is? It's still here. Okay, wait. No, I can do it. Okay, you can't jump swing. Okay. I actually think, okay, watch this. What if I did it like this? So that way it wasn't. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Repositioning it. Work it, yep, work it. There it is. Okay. No, this is... What is it doing down there? No, I need to get it to, like, stop somehow. Somehow stop. Yeah, no, that's my expression as well. Okay, now we can do this. This is the game. See, I'm just going to gently bing-bong it back and forth. You literally better stay there. Okay. Okay, no, this is nice. This is nice, because now I can lock the height. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry, I'm going to get cleaved in half. Hold on. This is the game. That is not good. That is just not good right there. Is this par 36? Yeah, no, this is a par 50. So it's like, I'm still doing pretty good. Oh, 16 strokes. That's certainly better than all of you would ever hope to do in this game or any other golf game. So, I'm pretty sick. Fluke, no, excuse me. I get it in 16 every time. So, as a nod to the excellence here, I have been spending 5 minutes deeply engaged trying to get unstuck. And that is the sign of a good game. When I no longer... Holy shit, this is violent. I am no longer a commentator trying to commentate. I'm a gamer trying to golf. So we go into the cat's mouth. We go through its intestinal tract, past the cat's tail. That's a really nicely animated tail, I gotta say. Down here, yeah, no problem. No problem. All right, I'm going to run past the carrot fields, past the demonic cat, past the knives. All right, intestinal tract? Absolutely. Behind every mouth, there is an intestinal tract. Important lessons in the American educational system. Okay, so let's go ahead and yeah. Oh my God, I'm so good. Unless it went out. Did I knock it out? I gotta hit it with only 80% of the shovel power. Oh, farts. All right, one more time. All right, you know what? Let's aim high. That's better than I ever could have hoped for. Okay, so let's... Uh-oh. God, that's so mean. You know what? You know, all global game jammers are great, but it is a little mean to have my character say pew when I mess up. Like, that's a little mean. Like, we can agree on that, I think. And I also think that's an important thing to keep in mind when you're a game developer, that sometimes you do need to be mean to your players. Oh, look at this. All right, so can I grab it? Look at my little arms. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna refresh it. All right, I'm going back. All right, here it is. Can I just pelt it like this? Like I wouldn't golf with friends? One time? It's unclear what's happening in this void around the cat knife hands. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit escape. We're going to do this. I mean, I got to admit, what a brilliant way to work around like the physics bugs, because physics is absolutely impossible. Physics is so hard to get to work right. I can't believe they have a game with physics in it at all in this short a time frame. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Oh, my fruit's getting chopped on. Really? Back to there? And instead of trying to... You're kidding me. Instead of trying to fix all the various bugs, they just put a back button so it remembers where you were, so you know you can fix it yourself. I mean, we are literally kidding me right now. Did it stay? Is it over here? These levels are impossible. No one has ever beaten them, except for soon enough, me, the only gamer here. Alright, I hit it as hard as I could, and it just immediately is back in front of me again. This is so hard. Okay. You know what? I'm not ashamed. I'm not afraid. Let's make it pew. Tuesday Twitch's classic final game jam level difficulty. Yeah, I know. It's like, hit this in a straight line. Hit this in a curved line. Hit this in a quantum unstable course with possessed cats. And I'm like, oh my god. All right, here we go. Oh. Huh. All right, making progress. Let's hit it with the pew. Nice. Okay, making progress. Making progress. Making progress. All right, okay. Yeah, there it is. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Dude, here it is. Oh my god, another sound effect. Another sound effect. It's a little mean. It's a little mean. All right, we're... All right, cool. This is just me and my friend hanging out. It's me and my buddy. I like to think of my conscience as an extraordinarily bouncy fruit. All right. Let me see. Can I hit you at all? No. All right, we got to go back. Oh, I pelted that right out of the course. All right, I'm gonna have to pew it a little bit here, you know. We'll talk about game jams and game dev momentarily, but for now, I'm making progress. This is it. Right into the cat's tail. All right, shit. Okay, wait. No one's ever made it this far. This is actually an incredible moment, because this is going to be the world first completion of this course. On air, speedrun completed by Day9 TV. Right past the cat's tail. Oh my god, please did it. This is the bounciest ball that has ever existed. Get on it. Get on it. Okay. It's going to continue to slide. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can. Can I get it from this side? Okay, we need to reset it because there's some sort of invisible block there. And I will read a little bit of their Q&A about physics afterwards. Let me see if I can just belt it. Fucking game. Okay, let me see if I can just belt it, okay? Oh, that looks really good. That looks really good. All right, that looks really good. Oh my god, yes. Okay, interact with it. Okay. Okay, let me. Okay. Let me. Oh my god! There is no way it was 62 strokes. There's no. Oh, the entire course was 62 strokes. We got it in 62. This is a par 62. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I know that some of that was fun because I was awful. I know some of that was fun because there were bugs and it was really hard for me to interact with it. I know that some of it was fun because this vegetable, no vegetable has ever been this bouncy. Unless through some sort of extreme genetic engineering. We made it so this watermelon is inedible and will also never stop bouncing. But there's this phrase that is used so much whenever anyone's working on a game, which is find the fun. You're trying to find the fun. And all the weird glitchy physics, that can be improved, right? All the fact that I'm awful, actually, that can't be improved. The amount of content, the consistency of the ball, these things can all be improved. But God, was that just fun. Like sheer pure fun, like leaning in, like trying to get my putts right. And the developer says that the art and course designs came out really well. Also very proud of the title, Putt-A-To. So good. What was a challenge? Brad learned that tackling physics in a couple days is probably not the best idea. The golf ball physics were quite hard to get working, and they still have several issues on some spots in the courses. Indeed. Yeah, I mean, the physics is one of the most famously difficult things to get to work properly because there is so much fakery happening. This game was not worthy. Hold on, did I click a bad link? I think I maybe clicked a bad link. Copy pasting this, coming back to here, hitting enter on the refresh. There we go. Maybe you have a few too many links going on. But physics is so weird because, like, technically if you have a ball that's moving left to right, it only looks like it's moving left to right. It'll actually be here in this frame, and then it's here in this frame, and then it's here in this frame. So if you have a wall here, the ball can be here in this frame, and then here in this frame, and at no point was it ever, like, colliding with the wall. So how does the physics engine account for that, right? There's, like, so many things like this where you have to like see that two objects have been rendered inside of each other and then go, oh, actually, so let's rewind and then send it back in the trajectory that it should have been in. And as a result, all that sort of extra computation, the more that you fake it, the more consistent and controlled you can make it and the less computational overhead you have. But also the more that you fake the physics, the more that you can wind up in these endless chasing of corner cases. But again, the entire crux of why physics is hard is that there's no such thing as something continuously moving and hitting other things. It's here, and then it's here, and then it needs to see that it will be here, so it should then compute that these things have collided, estimate when the collision happened, and then send it this way. And then also things can sometimes, in physics engine, be non-deterministic, because it's sending all this physics data to like the graphics card. And therefore, sometimes it hits A first and then B second, right? Like you can imagine a pool ball hitting the corner of a pool table and kind of ricocheting around. Does it hit, or maybe a better example would be a pool ball colliding right between two pool balls? Does it hit ball A first and ball B second, or ball B first and then ball A second? And this means that you can sometimes get some unpredictable little tiny additive things suddenly making an object explode out into another direction. But I think that one of the things that's awesome about Putt-A-To is you can just say, all right, well, we made this potato game and we took 5 days to kind of work on the physics. You can try to get it to work, but there is something so profoundly reassuring about working on something that you know you are allowed to bail on in a few days. It feels so liberating to just say, dude, whatever, just keep hacking in the physics. LOL, I'll try to fix that thing. There you go. And now, Steve Punkarella, Boradley, and Summer Sky can say, okay, on the next project, we know so much more about how physics works that we're going to take our knowledge to do a different, more contained, more controlled physics game. Playing around with physics is one of the things that I've done most in my game prototypes. And let me tell you, it is a pain. Every single prototype I've ever made is one more step in the direction of hedging against having more physics in there. Potato. And with that, oh my God, can I actually climb up there? How do I get up there? I want to go up there. Oh, cool. Either way, I would like to give a warm shout out to the Global Game Jam that runs every year. They had 40,000 people participate in this most recent Game Jam. And if you are interested in participating, it is an event that is really focused on having people be in the same place. There's obviously opportunities to do things remote if you want to do things online, or maybe work solo, work from home. Or if you're interested in meeting people, the Global Game Jam has all sorts of different sites where they'll say, hey, here's where we're doing the Game Jam, and people will drive out and spend the weekend working on the Game Jam game and head home. And I think Game Jams are one of the best ways to just dip your toe in a reasonable committal fashion to game development. Because sometimes with games, it can just feel so huge to make a game. And a Game Jam that says we start on Friday and we end Sunday afternoon gives just a really clean, contained environment where you know that you'll be able to make some progress and then put it down when you're done and be proud of what you've made. I'd also like to give a shout out to Dot Big Bang. All the games that we saw today were made in Dot Big Bang. I have a game in Dot Big Bang. You can look it up by Googling Day 9 Dot Big Bang. It's a wonderful piece of technology that allows you to make games, make voxel assets. And then when you're ready to share your game with people, you just copy paste a URL link in the same way that Ghosty has the URL link to the hub all right there. And yeah, Colt, this is all free. Everything that we're looking at today is free. Even me, I'm free. You can tune in whenever you want, CultureCon. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step to a brief break-a-roni to use the restroom, to get coffee, to get water, and of course, to spoon my dog, because Cece certainly has earned it. When we return, we're going to be playing some Dark and Darker. So once again, I'd like to give a warm thanks to all of the folks at Dot Big Bang who were hanging out while we were showcasing some of the games. Big shout out to all the developers who made these, and of course to Global Game Jam for creating a really fun, awesome event that a lot of people can participate in a way that feels nice and comfy and safe. So with that, I'll be right back. See you soon, darlings. See you soon.